Now it's time to present the highlight of the evening, the ECEC Award 2021. Our ECEC Award jury this year consists of Clive Kelly, Association of Compliance Officers in Ireland, Nigel Webb, FDI Consulting in London, Professor Dr. Carmen Tanner, Zeppelin University in Zurich, Dr. Christian Hauser, University of Applied Sciences Graubünden, and Sophie Musso, Proetic in Paris. After careful consideration, they have selected their top 3 projects from Cuidam, Siemens, and Silka, and we will now listen to their pitches. It's time to give them the stage and learn more about their compliance success stories.
Dear viewers, we have almost reached the end of day 1 of the European Compliance and Ethics Conference 2021, but we want to finish the day with a bang. So I'm really excited to introduce the 3 projects that have been nominated by the jury for the ECEC Award 2021. Now, each project team will now pitch their project live to you, the ECEC community, and you get to vote for the winner. You can do this on the right of the screen under this session. There you'll find the poll heading. The ECEC Award wants to recognize and honor exceptional compliance projects in an organization that are an inspiration to the global compliance community. First up now, we'll hear from Cuidam, a whistleblowing app. This exceptional compliance project will now be presented by co-founder and creative director of Cuidam. Bienvenue, welcome Liam Dunn.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today, to be offered the chance to participate to this year's ECEC Award. My name is Liam Dunn, and I'm one of the co-founders of Cuidam. Cuidam is a French startup based in Bordeaux, and I have to say that this is the very first time I'll be pitching this project in English. But first of all, I'd like to ask you a delicate question. How would you feel if your own company was in the media spotlight because of a sexual harassment case? Not good, I bet. Well, that's what happened with some of the biggest companies in the video game industry. These past months, among others, Ubisoft has been targeted and displayed everywhere from social media platforms to newspapers. In a press release, Ubisoft explained that, and I quote, "Solutions provided by management over the past year have not been considered satisfactory." Even if the video game company dismissed or parted ways with several senior men who were accused of misconduct, including its chief creative officer, some harassment cases and sexual assaults remain hidden or unfollowed. And these are the exact reasons why we've created Cuidam. So I've said that I was a co-founder. This is because we're 4 founders, and I'm happy to say that it's been about a year that we've been working on this project. But what is exactly Cuidam? We've thought and developed the very first platform that helps employers manage and prevent abusive behaviors in the workplace. For this, we've designed an app that assists both employers and employees. First of all, Cuidam is a whistleblowing device. Any employee can declare and report misconducts they may have witnessed or experienced. These reports are fully confidential and can be anonymous if the employee wishes. The employee sending a report can choose to send it either to an internal advisor, so someone from human resources, or an elected employee, depending on the size of the company, or an external advisor. The advisor will then receive a notification and will be able to contact the victim through an instant chat. The idea is to respond and treat the problem quickly before it can escalate. The employee can check at any time the evolution of his declaration and will be informed if anything happened. We found that one of the problems in whistleblowing devices were that the whistleblowers were rarely kept informed of the developments. What makes Cuidam stand out from our current competitors is our external advisors. We've partnered with HR, psychology, and legal experts to help employers meet their needs and obligations based on the French laws. we've taken the initiative to propose an external advisor to offer choice. When talking with employers, we discovered that a specialized consultant could be of use. For an employer who doesn't want to pick sides and stay objective in case of a conflict, an external advisor would be very useful, being more trustworthy, more neutral and impartial. It is also easier for an employee to connect with someone not from the company. They usually confide in friends or in family when something bad happens at work, but rarely dare speak to someone from human resources, for example. For an employee, being able to talk to someone from the outside who is qualified to answer is even more reassuring. The fear of repercussions on their work and even on their mental health is one of the multiple factors that prevents and stops them from speaking up. Finally, you will also be able to find on the platform a prevention training directory with different types of programs and trainings for anyone, collaborators and employees included. Relevant and targeted articles on well-being at work and ethical management will also be available on the platform. We also send, through the app, smart surveys and polls to measure the mental health of every employee to give a precise and concrete feedback to the employee on the global health of his company. The idea here is to recommend to the employer what types of actions, of training programs he needs to take, and even on how to communicate and where he should communicate. For example, based on their data gathered this trimester, maybe this department needs to be more sensitized on the issue of moral harassment, and maybe this other department should do specific trainings on how to act against sexism and discrimination. Thanks to the data collected on our platform, all of this is possible. By the way, did you know that in France in 2020, it will be in cost over 14,000 euros per employee per year for a company? This is mostly due to turnovers, burnouts, sick leaves, and even absenteeism. In the end, Cuidam's ultimate goal is to prevent and limit unethical behaviors in the workplace. These past few years, and with the arrival of COVID-19, we can see how most companies have adapted and transformed by using digital tools. This is also valid for most HR missions, recruitment, personnel administration, e-reputation, etc. This digitalization has allowed us to gain time and to concentrate on other important tasks like people and their relations. Digitalization enables us to be more reactive and give us more energy to spare. It's also a way to centralize data to process it more efficiently. In the case of harassment, digitalization permits anonymity, which then helps the victim speak up. This is important to know because, according to a survey carried out by the Human Rights Defenders since 1991, only 3 out of 10 sexual assaults made on women in the workplace are reported. This shows how important a tool like Cuidam could be today. In parallel, we've been working on a similar solution for higher education schools, where harassment is also present, as we all know. Students are in need of a whistleblowing device, especially during their internships, where they usually have to fend for themselves. Implanting Cuidam at an early stage in schools will help future students have a better understanding on how to behave in the workplace, and they will have the necessary tools to progress in a professional environment. Thank you for listening to me.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, Liam Don. Your first presentation in English, fabulous. Really good. Thank you.